Hi everyone. I've been thinking a lot about how to offload this emotion and share something important with my family. It's not easy, and honestly, I am still figuring out how to put this into words. But I have realized that sharing this with the people I love most is the best way for me to face it. A little while ago, I got some news that turned my world upside down. I've been diagnosed with cancer. Even now, it feels strange to say those words out loud, although I feel peace in solitude and reclusion, smiling when I feel like crying. I've decided to open up because I know I can't do this alone, and I don't want to. At this point, I feel like my family needs to know. To be honest, hearing the word cancer is overwhelming. It's brought up so many emotions. As an introvert, I'm not used to sharing so much of myself, but I'm doing this because I know your love and support will make all the difference. First, I want to share a little about my life and what's been going through my mind. I'm the breadwinner in my family, and my husband, who has a health condition, relies on me as much as I rely on him. I don't smoke or drink, and I've always tried to stay active and healthy. But I have also been a workaholic. Stress and financial struggles have been constant companions. Sometimes I wonder, could it be because I ate too much meat, drank too much milk, or indulged in fast foods when I was too busy to cook? But my doctor said there's no point in blaming myself. There's no way to pinpoint the exact cause. Instead, we need to focus on getting better. So that's what I'm trying to do. The first thing I felt was shock. It's like everything around me just stopped, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I kept thinking, this can't be real. It was as if a deafening silence took over. After I heard the word cancer, everything else the doctor said sounded like muffled mumbles. It felt like I was submerged in ice-cold ocean water. Everything was silent, but I had to keep my eyes open. I'm not usually a crier, but I couldn't hold back my tears. My words were choked, and my hands were trembling. I've tried to eat healthy for the past decade. I've worked hard to keep myself in good shape and avoid unnecessary medications. I even refuse to get a test because I want to avoid possible health risks and medical complications. This is the one earthly possession that will stay with me until my last breath. You see, I was once advised to have my gallbladder removed because of gallstones. Back then, the pain was debilitating during episodes, but I chose not to have it removed. Instead, I committed to a strict diet. No more animal fats, no more dairy, no genetically modified soy, and no seed oils. I've never been a fan of junk food or fried food, but I did love grilled meats and vegetables. I have a kind of separation anxiety when it comes to my body parts, almost like a toddler with their hair. So the thought of losing my breast, because of cancer, terrified me. What helps the most is praying and finding moments of solitude. If I seem quiet or spaced out sometimes, please don't take it personally. It's just because I'm still trying to process everything. Then came the fear. There are so many unknowns, and it's scary not knowing what's ahead. Questions like, what will happen to me? And how will I get through this? Keep running through my mind. And then there's the biggest worry. What about the money? And how will I afford treatment when the funds run dry? Being the breadwinner, I've always made it my responsibility not to be a burden, physically, financially, or emotionally. I've always been Miss Independent, but in moments like these, I'm reminded that my only real option is to trust in God. I have nothing else to hold on to, not my parents, not my husband, and most of all, not myself. I try to remember what's written in the Bible. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving. Present your requests to God. So I'm learning to find gratitude in the smallest things. The water in our faucet, the electricity that powers our home, our dirty pots and dishes, our noisy and mischievous cats, our bed, and even our pile of dirty clothes. Gratitude doesn't erase the fear, but it gives me a way to cope. It reminds me that there's still so much to be thankful for, even when life feels overwhelming. There's also a deep sadness. I've been grieving the life I had before this diagnosis. The sense of normalcy I didn't even realize I took for granted. If I seem down, it helps so much when people allow me to feel my emotions without trying to fix them. Oftentimes, I long for solitude because I don't want to be the center of attention because of this diagnosis. It's not that I'm shutting people out. It's that I need space to process this without feeling like I owe anyone an explanation. Most of the times I keep myself busy, searching for moments of joy, hoping to redirect my thoughts. I focus on staying productive because the more I stray from my routine, the deeper my morning feels. I don't know if others might think I'm overreacting, but this is simply how I feel. I've also wrestled with the fear of being pitied or seen differently. I want to be treated with dignity, as someone still capable and worthy, not overshadowed by this illness. Some people have said that this illness is a curse, but I don't believe that. Good things happen to bad people, and bad things happen to good people. That's just life. For now, I see this as an opportunity to test and strengthen my faith. Honestly, I've never been angry at God or questioned Him. Instead, I've chosen to trust that He has a purpose for this journey, even if I don't fully understand it yet. I've thought about how my lifestyle choices might have contributed to this, the stress I didn't properly manage, or the indulgences in unhealthy food during my youth. But even then, I'm reminded that God is bigger than my mistakes, bigger than this illness, and bigger than anything this world can throw at me. If I trust Him, He will guide me. Even if this path leads to my final rest, I hold on to the belief that it will ultimately be for my good. I know I'm not perfect. No one is. I'm just a flawed person trying to live with God's help. This diagnosis doesn't define me. My faith does. To everyone who has taken the time to listen or read this, thank you. If you're someone who's walking a similar path or facing your own battles, please know you are not alone. Sharing our stories can bring us together in ways that remind us of the strength we didn't even know we had. I encourage you to share your thoughts, your fears, and even your triumphs in the comments or with someone you trust. Let's build a community where we lift each other up, no matter what we're facing. If this story resonates with you or helps in any way, please like, share, and subscribe to join a growing family of support. Together, we can turn pain into purpose, fear into faith, and isolation into connection. You are stronger than you think, and together, we are even stronger. Stay hopeful, stay grateful, and remember, you're never alone. Let's keep moving forward one step at a time.